Okay, we have one little quick lesson today, and it is about stratified sampling. It's another way to sample so that you can get a little bit more specific data. Basically, stratified samples are where you break samples into some sort of a subgroup. You might break it up by gender, so you might put the girls on one list, the boys on another. You might break it up by date. You might put, like, let's say I want to select one date each month. I might put all of the dates of, January in one category, February in another, or I could do it by quarter or by trimester. Um, I might do it by location, all of the Midwest states in one category, all of the Eastern states in another category, whatever. You might break it up by age, socioeconomic class, by race, by, you know, some sort of health condition, healthy lungs, not healthy lungs, whatever. But stratifying is when you break it up into some sort of a subgroup. You want that subgroup to be something that you think um, will be affected by the study. So if I am, doing a study about, I don't know, how a new cancer drug will affect people. Obviously, I want to put people that have that kind of cancer on one list and people that don't have that kind of cancer on another list. It would not make sense in that case to break it up by location or gender necessarily. It may make it, if I think there's some outlying factor there that would affect that. But whatever it is, you want to stratify people by some sort of trait that is relevant to the study. Some things you do when you choose a stratified sample are you divide people into groups by some sort of a trait, and we've talked about some of those ways you can do that. And then you conduct a separate simple random sample for each subgroup. Okay, so in a simple random sample, what you do is I have everybody all on one list. Here's a list of people. You can see that there's boys and girls on this list. I put them all in one list together. I number them all with the same number of digits, and I go. Okay, let's say I want to choose 4 people from that list. I can choose 4 people from that list, and I go. If I do it the other way around, or by stratifying sample, not the other way around, but if I do a stratified sample, then you break up a list according to some trait again. So in this case, I did girls and boys. I did girls on the one list, boys on the other, and I numbered them separately. So you can see that the girls are numbered 0, 1, 0, 2, and you wouldn't even need 2 digits there, but I did. Girls on the one list, boys on the other. And you need to know this. You do not need to select the same number of people from each group. It might happen when you break them into a list that one list is much longer than the other, and then you would need to select proportionately more people from the longer list than you would from the shorter list to kind of make it fair. Okay? Um, if you pick the same amount of people, that's fine, but you don't have to pick the same number of people from each list. But you try to do it proportionally. So if one list is 3 times longer than the other, you try to pick 3 times more people from that group than you would from the other group. Okay? But then what I would do is once I have them both numbered, I would select however many people I need to from the girls list, conduct my study, go, and then I would start over on a different line of the random digit generator, or a different line of the table of random digits, or use a different random integer generator function on my calculator. I would start over, and I would do the boys separately, and I would do a simple random sample, conduct the study, away I go. Some advantages to doing a stratified sample is that it allows you to make separate conclusions for each subgroup. So I can say, if I was doing some study, I can say, well, you know what, this is what the girls think, or this is how they reacted, or this is the results for the girls, and then this is the results for the men or the boys, okay? And then what you can do is you can still put those results together and analyze add those results together and put them into one group and still report a general population statistic, but you can report a general population statistic and a statistic by whatever trait you divided them by. So that's really nice. It gives you a little bit more information. And it also, when you do stratified sampling, decreases your variability, and here's why. If I break something up by gender, let's say, because I think men and women are going to react differently to something, men are going to be more likely to respond like other men, and women are going to be more likely to respond like other women. And so, because they're going to be more likely to respond like other people in their similar category, then your variability is going to be decreased as a result of that. All right, so you have just this quick lesson today and some homework, and we will see you next time.